Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol Baskin from Big Cat Rescue. And as anybody who knows me knows, I believe that what you think about, you bring about. And so for decades, we have been envisioning a world where all wild cats live free, and specifically to pass the Big Cat Public Safety Act. And now that that's passed, we are looking at our next big adventure in saving big cats all around the world. And one of the things that has just been so upsetting for especially me and Jamie, but probably all of you, is that this amazing property out here, which I'm going to turn around and let you see better, it's just a magical place. I can't tell you how many people came here because they were hurting and they discovered something that is just so special, so unique, to have 67 acres right here on the edges of Tampa that is still in this kind of pristine condition is just, it's spectacular. And a lot of people have been really upset about the idea that we have to sell this property in order to raise the funds to be able to care for all of our cats through the end of their lives at Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge, and to do the work that we think is so important in saving these cats from extinction in the wild. And if any of you guys watched recently The Path of the Panther, that talks about how Florida needs corridors from the Everglades to the Panhandle so that the Florida panthers can disperse and can thrive, and we can bring back some semblance of balance to nature. This property isn't anywhere near any of those tracts of land. In fact, if you go to Living Wildly, you'll see a map of all of the lands that they have already set aside and all of the lands that they have earmarked for that Path of the Panther. But Tampa's not even on the map because it's just so developed. So listen to this, because this is a wild story. It's like, I can't even believe it. It's like I'm living in a dream. So a few days ago, Babs Riddle, who you guys know as a keeper here, you know her daughter Julie Riddle, has been here since she was a child, and Babs handles the enrichment. She's there like all the time with the enrichment committee, helping them make enrichment, make sure that cats get enrichment. So she has a landscaping business, and it's called Magic something. I'm sorry, Babs. I don't remember the name of it. But she knew somebody who she had done landscaping for, who was very interested in preserving wild spaces in Florida, and specifically for this wildlife corridor. And so she introduced him to Howie recently, and Howie's been talking to him, and Howie said, you know, we need to get like at least $15 million out of this property if we're going to be able to do all of the work that we want to do. And the guy said, you know what, I still want to come see it. And so we're going to be giving him a tour and showing him the property, and Jamie's going to be joining us and talking about all of the different species that make their home here. We have some really unique situations here with like whistling ducks. I've never seen so many whistling ducks in my whole life, but they love this place. And of course, Jamie knows all of the flowers and all of the insects and all of the creatures that come and go from here. And so it'll be like a nature tour going on with Jamie. I wish I could film that. That would be so cool. But the idea would be that if this person falls in love with this magical place, like all of us have, that he would buy it and turn it into a wildlife park, and maybe work with the county to adjoin it to the trail, which runs all the way down our eastern border, so that people on the trail could be able to look out over this beautiful lake. That's why I'm sitting here showing you a lake and not cats right now. And have hiking trails, and maybe put a biking trail around the lake so that you could like make a loop around this if you were out there on your bike or if you were walking, and then have the county take over keeping this as a dedicated natural space. So I can't tell you who the people involved are yet. I don't have their permission to do that yet, but as soon as I do have that permission, I would love to share that with you. And I just want all of you doing the same thing that Jamie and I are doing, which is we are picturing in our minds this property staying beautiful as it is No cages. The cages are all empty because we have solved the problem. The cats are safe in their new homes at Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge in Eureka Springs, and this beautiful piece of nature ends up being preserved for all time. So keep picturing that, and I just so hope we can do that, because it would be just such a gift to this community if this person can do this. All right, whose dog is running nuts chasing squirrels in Deb's yard? I know that's not Deb's dog. Deb's not here. Who are you? Leave that squirrel alone. No one would ever accuse me of being a dog person. All you dog people are probably saying, that's so cute. Look at him chase the squirrel. He didn't catch the squirrel, so I'll forgive him this time. Oh, I'm going to be running right through those bushes. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right, let's go see some cats. I apologize for this being kind of at a tilt in the stabilizer. The way the iPhone is built and the stabilizer is built, there's no way to balance it in the stabilizer without hitting the down button, which means you won't be able to hear anything I say because it downs the microphone completely. Saw Ginger, but she walked out of view there. If you look way out in the field, there's Jasmine. So if you can see that red toy, this is the vacation rotation area. It's 2.5 acres. And back behind the toy is the sleepy tiger having her bath, her after breakfast bath. If you go to bigcatcams.com, there is a Explore Cam in vacation rotation that is probably focused on her right now because there's people manning those cameras and they can see her much more clearly than we can from way back here. When I zoom in that much, my camera is like trying to figure out what is it you want me to look at here. Oh, hey Nala. There's Nala up on her hill. Let's see, in a few minutes she would have been asleep in those ferns and I wouldn't even know she was up there. Happy CATurday. This property is just so beautiful and there's so many birds that come in. Now, I don't know how many of these birds would stay once the cats are gone, because what's unique for the birds is that they can build their nests up in the tops of these trees and predators can't get to them because there's cats caged underneath the tree. So raccoons and other little creatures that would steal their eggs can't get to them, can they? Because you're guarding that tree behind you, aren't you, Mrs. Zukari? Hi. Gotta go on patrol. I saw what you guys did yesterday. I saw it, and I am so blown away by your generosity. Afton has been doing something called Fundraiser Fridays, and she did one yesterday with a donor who offered to match up to $2,000 of everyone's donations. And last time I looked, I think she had raised something like $2,157. Hello, Jasmine. So that means $4,157 with the match, all because of you guys being so amazing. Yeah, they're amazing like you, Jasmine. Oh, who's a good girl? Yes, you are the very good girl. Oh, please do not spray me. There's not enough space between her and this fence for me to get out of the way if she decides she's going to spray me. And cats spray urine, big cats spray urine on everything they want to mark as theirs. So that's why they make horrible pets. Yes, you're just a horrible pet. You're horrible. You're just horrible. In the pet department, anyway. Really? You want to do a long walk? Okay. You can walk faster than I can. I can't keep up. I'm running into a dead end here, sweetheart. I can't go past this. Yeah, that's as far as I can go. Sorry. Jasmine. Woohoo. I'm back here. You left me in the dust, girlfriend. Hopefully she'll turn around and come back here. Trying to watch her in the viewfinder because I can't see her with my eyes. Hello, I see Tiger Tail down there. Here she comes. As far as my camera will go in on the stabilizer. Yeah. Oh, you were funny. You were so funny. No. I think she's trying to lure me out into the field there. That's not going to happen. I would be such a play toy for you. Give up on that idea? I may not be the smartest person in the world, but I know better than to mess with a tiger. Yeah. I can't go that way. See, there's something in my way. All right. Well, See if we can find anybody else. Cody was here yesterday mowing, but we asked him to leave the flowers for the bees. It's nice to see all the flowers blooming, all the bees buzzing. I seriously need to wash my golf cart. Man, that thing is filthy. I finally put the front window down so that I could even see out the front because it was so dirty. Embarrassed. My truck is in no better condition. Hey, Aaron and Kimberly. I call out these names as I see them while I'm trying to drive here. Of course, Deb and Marcy and Karen. Oh, there's Jasmine again. And Yiddy. And a Jeannie. I thought it said Jasmine. I was going to say another Jasmine. Bella. And Dion. Kimberly. Some of these are Jen's. They're rolling up to where I'm only seeing the bottom part of your sentence, so I can't see the name. It looked like Jeanette and Suzanne and Ricardo. I mean, can you picture all of this staying like it is? Of course, taking out the cages, taking out everything that is man-made, and making it all natural, beautiful Florida. I can picture that. I can so picture that. Like that wild magnolia tree just grew there spontaneously. I've planted some magnolia trees out here before, but I didn't plant that one. It just did it by itself. Looking for Kimba tiger. Yeah, I love the magnolia trees too. I planted one over there by Nikita's old cage, which is right across the street from that one. I don't know how they spread. I don't know if that's through birds eating seeds. Seems like those seed pods are kind of big, but I gotta believe that was probably the genesis of it being here. Oh, so I didn't tell you the best part about this person who is thinking about keeping this as a nature park. He sent my husband an email last night and he said, well, here's a fun fact for you. And this just made my day. This shows how every single interaction you have in your whole life, you never know where that's going to go or what that's going to do. And so he said, here's a fun fact. 18 years ago, my wife contacted your wife, talking about me, because we saw a Florida panther in our backyard in a community here near Tampa. I'm not going to pinpoint them until I know there's another magnolia tree. Until I know for sure that we're allowed to do that. But she had seen a Florida panther in her yard, called me and was like, what do I do about this? And of course, most of the Florida panther calls that I get are actually bobcats. I don't know whether she knew the difference in a Florida bobcat. Like Flint. Oh, what? Is this stripy? I'm wearing like this stripy material. Is that scary? What if I get down little like you? Would it be not scary? Usually what people are seeing are bobcats. And because they're considerably bigger than domestic cats, people think they've seen a Florida panther. And the way that I deal with that, unless the cat's injured, is I just make a huge deal out of it, because it is a huge deal. And I tell the people, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I can't believe you have these wild cats in your backyard. I do all of this work with wild cats who are doomed to a life in captivity. And I love it when they're free, and you got this amazing opportunity to see this cat. And I hope you'll tell everybody in your neighborhood to be on the lookout for this precious, precious bit of Florida wildlife that you guys can all work to protect, and do everything that I can to make them not be fearful of the animal and to not be calling some trapper to come get rid of it. And 18 years ago, he said that was what led them on this path to trying to save the Florida panther. And so I was so blown away by that. That's why I said I feel like I'm living in a dream. Here's something that was a conversation from 18 years ago, started them on a path to save wildcats in Florida, and now they are doing amazing work. And I'm afraid if I tell you too many details right now of what they're doing, you'll figure out who it is. So as soon as I know that it's okay to tell you who it is, I will tell you what they have done, because it is just earth-shattering. It's that good. Hi, Nabisco. Yeah, it's that good. It's going to save so many cats. So many fluffy butts like you. Were you chasing that Flint while he wasn't paying attention? Go get him. Go get him. He doesn't see you coming. Since Nabisco can't hear, he doesn't realize when he's clomping along. You think you're being sneaky when you're not. You're quite the instigator this morning, aren't you, Nabisco? They also have a live Explore Cam. You can see it in the background there. So I'm sure that camera operator is doing a better job of giving you a better view of what I am, because they don't have cage wire in the way like I do. So I'm going to hand it off there, and hope that you will join us at bigcatcams.com, and that everybody will help me envisioning this place being a beautiful nature park that provides the revenue necessary to be able to take care of these cats forever at their new home at Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge, and to be able to save cats in the wild where they belong. That is where we are pivoting our attention to, and we're just so excited to finally be able to do that. And we couldn't do that if it had not been for all of you amazing donors and fans who helped us pass the Big Cat Public Safety Act. Thank you so much. Love you guys. You cats are so silly. You're so silly. I just hate to leave you because you're being so silly. Well, Nabisco's going to get you again. You can't see that twitchy tail behind that tree, but I can. Did you decide against it? Too tired? Gotta catch your breath? It's hot already. Yep, they're done. So I'm done. Bye, y'all.